What is up, everybody? It's your boy. God damn, my hair's looking crazy at the moment. Nothing new to report in, sir. Status is calm and normal, like usual. So my dad's car that he bought the other day actually had an overheating problem, and we realised that it wasn't flowing around the system. So we were like, that's a bit weird. Took the thermostat out, works, and we're pretty sure it's fixed it because the thermostat wasn't opening up, so it wasn't able to get flow. Which is amazing because that thing has done I don't know how many Ks like that, boiling its guts out virtually the whole time. It had a little bit in the gasket of the top gasket of the, I just said it, the thermostat, that it's obviously the pressure has just got that much that it's just burst through, and no shit, the amount of water that was getting through was insane. It was tiny. It was like it was a tiny ass crack, and we were both like, that's insane that that thing didn't just blow up. These days cars, if something like that happened, it would just blow up. Be as simple as that. It would just not handle it. It would boil its guts out and the engine would seize and you'd be fucked. You'd probably lose all compression from heating up because you burn your rings out, blah blah blah. But we couldn't believe it, so we took the thermostat out, perfectly fine. It'll take a hell of a lot longer to warm up, but you know what? Dad, we all warm our cars up here anyway, even with the thermostats. I've always warmed my car up until its optimum temperature, and then I drive it. I never usually try to drive my car before it's been warmed up, just because I think you do like something like 70% of your damage to your engine for the warming up process. So a good example is, so they say that taxis, even though they've done 500,000 Ks, the engines are in pretty damn good nick because they're always running at optimum temperature. So they're actually warming up and cooling down a hell of a lot less than a granny, a grandma who only drives down to the shops and back, and the car only has 110,000 Ks on it, but it's got a hell of a lot more wear because it gets driven cold, it doesn't get warmed up, and it gets cold started a hell of a lot more than what a taxi does, because they just keep running. Like, yeah, they get idled a lot, but they actually, so just look it up online. It's exactly the same thing. They'll say that on there, that if you get a taxi with 400,000 Ks and a grandma's car with 100,000, the internals of the engine will actually be healthier on the taxi than what they would be on the grandma's car. The externals would be a bit different because 400,000 Ks, you're going to get wear and tear on all your bumpers, your paint, your interior, blah blah blah. Everything else. But I don't really care about that when I buy a car that much. I would much rather know that the engine is perfectly fine rather than the interior is clean. That's just my personal opinion. But yeah, the way we worked out that the thermostat was broken in his car, my nose is running like shit, I don't know why, is when his car would warm up, the where the thermostat housing would be hot as fuck, like you couldn't even touch it. That hot that the water should be flowing through. And the radiator, top and bottom hoses, freezing cold. So we were like, that's a good indicator the thermostat isn't opening up to let out the hot water from the engine and flow through the radiator. So we were like, okay, so we took the top radiator hose off after we let the car warm up to optimum temperature, so half, and there was no flow. There was like the most tiniest bit of flow, like I'm talking tiny. And I was like, well, that's not right. It needs a hell of a lot more flow than that to cool the engine down. Long behold, we took the thermostat out, Dad made a new gasket for it, put it back on, perfectly fine. So who bloody knows? Easy as that. And it was all of a maybe 45-minute job. If we got stuck into it and that was the first thing we did, including draining all your coolant out, blah blah blah, taking your hoses off, I would say about 45-minute job at the longest, and that's doing it slowly, not in a rush. So easy as. We could put another thermostat on there, not hard, but it's just a waste of money, really, because all it does is it helps your engine warm up faster, and it'll keep your heater hotter as well when your engine's cooler, if you know what I mean. So because your engine warms up faster, because it's got one lot of water in the block and in the head and everything, you will find that your engine will warm up quicker, so your heaters will work sooner as well. But you take that out and you've got a constant flow of water the whole way, so you have to heat up 3 litres instead of half a litre of water. So that's just a quick and simple explanation of what a thermostat does. So yeah, I'm going to stop wasting your time. I'm sorry, that's 6 minutes of me talking shit. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you had a good day. I hope you're going to have a good day. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow.